All right. So today we are going to, I mentioned last week, I just have to get myself bigger here. I said last week that we're going to talk about fall prevention, falling down, not the season. And so you might want to have a pad, a paper for the first few minutes, maybe 10 minutes. I'm going to talk to you, give you some tips about preventing falls. And I'm sure many of you know many things. But first of all, for anyone who might be new today, I like to say we sit on a hardback chair, no cushions here, but a cushion here behind your lower back. So it pushes yourself forward. When we sit in seated mountain pose, which is how we start every week, the toes are beyond the knees, puts less stress on the knees. Your shoulders are back and down, chin over sternum, ears over shoulders. And you're sitting straight and tall, but comfortable. So we don't want anyone to feel very stiff because we want it to be a usable position. So I like to say we pretend there's a reflection on one side or the other, and you can see yourself and make corrections that you can make. And right now in the chair, and feel your sitting bones, but be comfortable. And of course, see your toes. Your toes are straight ahead or slightly pigeon-toed, which involves more of your leg muscles when you pigeon-toe your toes. And just rock back and forth a little bit. Just feel how you're feeling. Feel those sitting bones. And you shouldn't feel pressure on your knees. I hope you're not. Extend your feet even a little further if you are feeling pressure on your knees. We don't want that. Okay, and we'll start to breathe. We're just being comfortable in the chair. We're starting to focus on the self, starting to focus on the body. This is your hour. I hope you have other hours too during the week, but this is a time where you focus on yourself and you try to relax, but you try to get stronger. And we of course, work on balance and posture. So close your eyes and notice the eyelids. If they're fluttering, try to relax them. And notice what's happening in your body as you're breathing. So if you want to, take your right hand to the belly, right thumb to the belly button. When you inhale, you're feeling your belly with the diaphragm extending. And then as you exhale, the belly and torso, your trunk, goes in to get rid of the stale air. With your left hand, massage the sternum, get a little heat. Jaws are relaxed, the teeth are not closed, lips are gently closed. And then just take 3 or 4 full breaths. So nice slow inhale and exhale at your pace. Inhale again. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shake out a little bit. Open your eyes very gingerly. Shake the shoulders, move your body, wiggle the toes a little bit. And I will start to tell you some of the things that I have been thinking about to prevent falls. I have fallen to fairly serious falls. I didn't break anything. I chipped a tooth, gave myself some black eyes. So just tell you things that, and you can write down what you want, of course, and discuss it with friends. They have ideas. They may know people who really hurt themselves from a certain not doing something or doing something that. Okay, so one thing I just heard from a friend is, and I wasn't even going to mention this, but rubber mats in showers and tubs. So use that as you will. Scatter rugs you should not have in your house, especially the one in front of your sink that might have a non-skid backing, but it's still, people have fallen because they stub their toe into it or somehow trip, and the non-skid backing sometimes loosens up. All right, so if you fall and you are aware of the fall, I mean, you're aware of the fall, but if you have time to think, oh, what can I do, which you don't have much time, the arms across the chest, chin tucked down, and the best way to fall is to roll. I'm just saying these are concepts. When it's happening, it's hard. So, of course, it's very instinctual to put a hand down to break the fall. A lot of people break their wrist, fingers, other bones in the arm and really hurt themselves. So try not to brace yourself with your arms. Try to have your arms across your chest and curved down so you don't hit your face. All righty. So we also always talk about keeping joints soft. So when we're standing, we are never locking the joints, the knees. We're not locking the arms as we're doing exercising. Trying to keep soft. If when you fall, your joints are soft, you have much less chance of breaking them. Okay, so, and of course, another thing we always talk about is when you change position, when you're getting up from seated, when you're going one way or the other and you're changing position. We always seem to want to go fast. Try to think, oh, where is my body? You know, what's happening to my body as I'm getting up, as I'm lying down, as I'm getting out of the bed, you know, all those things. And especially in the shower and the bathtub. All right, so for balance, you need your vision, your inner ear, the vestibular system inside the inner ear with the crystals that you hear about, and the proprioceptors on the bottom of your feet. You need 2 of those. So people with low vision or blindness start out with only the feet and the ears. So they really need help from you. So what we're going to do when we start to move, and I'm going to show you some different exercises, even for my students who've been with me 2 years. We're going to see some new things. We're going to focus on those parts. All right. So for vision, there are 5 areas that you need to focus on for fall prevention. One is vision. Make sure that you have recent eye checkups. as we get older, less light goes into the retina. And so it may make obstacles harder to see and, possibly cause a fall. Okay, environment. Increase your lighting. I know people who don't want to turn on the lights. I don't know why. My husband is one. He likes to, because he knows the house so well, but really turning on lights is really important, especially at the top and bottom of stairs. Also, if you don't have them already, installing 2 handrails on your stairs. Really great. And grab bars in the bathrooms. Okay, we talked about eliminating scatter rugs, area rugs, and when you see people, so we're talking about ourselves and people we live with maybe, but also your other loved ones. When you see somebody really needing to grab onto the wall, to a chair, to furniture, you might want to discuss with them talking to their doctors. Okay, so medications, and you probably know this, a lot of people may, when they get older, don't realize when they're taking if they took the medication, taking it properly. And of course, awareness of side effects of the medication, especially dizziness. Also, being aware of chronic conditions, diabetes, stroke, arthritis. Obviously make appointments with doctors if you have any issues. Okay, so now we're going to get to what I do every week, which is balance, strength, and also gait. So how you walk. The coordination, flexibility, balance, inactivity can cause falls if you haven't been active and then you get up and try to do something that can make you feel less secure. Also, of course, as we talk about all the time, dehydration. So we're going to start now. Also, there's so much to look up. If you want to check Google, search fall prevention, you're going to see tons of stuff. And there are many, many classes, clinics, advice on YouTube. And it's really excellent. I have learned a lot. I love YouTube. All righty. So you can look up AARP, Centers on Aging, the Centers for Disease Control. All righty. So, okay, so we're going to start a regular class and focus on some of these points. All righty, so we're in our seated mountain pose, as straight and tall as we can, engaging our abs. So we're not pushing back so the head comes forward. We're just bracing the belly, the abs. And just get yourself together if you've moved around a little bit. And okay, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going to shake our head. So when we use, and I've said this many, many times too, when we are changing position of the head, be very aware of any dizziness. If you are dizzy, even from shaking your head, no, 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 as gently as I am doing now, stop. So we're shaking our head, no, no, no. And we're letting the eyes just follow and the head follow any way. So we did about 10 or 12 of those. Rest. And chin is parallel to the floor. Now we're going to say yes, yes, yes. So you can look up to where the ceiling and the wall meet. Hear the crunching in the back of your neck, maybe, as I am. 12 of these. Okay, rest. Shake out a little bit, feel your body. Your heart rate might have gone up because we're starting to move a little more. Okay, so put out your right thumb. Of course, you're keeping your right elbow soft, and we're making a very gentle fist. And look at the thumbnail and then look beyond the thumbnail. And as you're looking beyond, we're going to start to shake the head. Yes, 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 first. Okay, and now we're going to shake the head. No, no, no. The eyes are going with the head. I did about 8 of those. Okay, so now we're just going to do the same thing with the left thumb out, left elbow soft, and we're looking beyond, and we're trying to keep focused on one spot beyond. You can use your thumb if you want to, but this time just shake your head. Yes, 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 but you're staring at that thumbnail or that spot beyond the thumb. Keep your eyes looking at that spot. Okay, stop, just rest for a second and keep looking at that spot as you say no, no, no. We'll do 10 of those. Okay, and rest, shake out, stamp out. Let the feet go out and in, out and in. Okay, so we're back to our seated mountain pose with the feet out. So we are going to work. We always work on strengthening muscles. So these are muscles that, tell you the truth, I never even thought about. I think about the ankle. I think about the calves. I think about the quads. I think about a lot of muscles. But what we're going to do now is work on what's called the tibialis anterior. So they're the front muscles. They work the ankles. Your ankles will get tired. We're going to gently put the hands on the quads, on the thighs. You can see your feet. We're going to lift up just the right foot with the heel is planted. And we're going to do that 10 times. You want to get the breath involved. You might every other return, every other neutral, you inhale. Or if you want to, you can inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. I'm going to do 10. Okay, so relax the legs, feel what you're feeling. Doesn't, maybe I'm feeling it, so I would think you're feeling it. And we're trying to get the ankles strong, which will can help prevent falls. Okay, we'll go to the left. So sit up straight and tall, engage the abs, chin is parallel to the floor, etc. Start with your left and up, down, up. That was 10, and I feel it. I hope you're feeling it. Quite interesting to feel that. So bring your heels back so that the heels are under the thighs. And this time we're going to start with your right leg. Bring the right leg up and start to make circles, ankle circles. 4 in one direction, 4 in the other. And rest. Feel the differences between one leg and the other. Okay. Left leg out. Of course, you're not locking the knee. And we'll start to make the circles as if you have chalk on your big toe. And you're making circles on a chalkboard. And rest. All right. So we are going to sit to stand. And so here we are sitting. We are pushed up. You're feeling your sitting bones. Your heels are under your thighs. So what the PTs say is nose over toes. We're bringing the belly toward the hands, toward the lap. Nose is over toes. Take a breath and lift up your bum. Stay. And then come up. So we're going to come down, find your chair. We're going to do that 10 times, 10 more times. So we'll have 11. All righty. So we're going to be light. If you want to, of course, nose over toes. But if you want to, you can be like a piston up and down. Okay. So nice breath. And up, down, up, inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale. That was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and stay up. All right. So we are trying to, I'm going to move my chair, move it over here. I'm going to try, we're always trying to be stronger, strengthen the muscles, and we always try to work on balance as well and posture. Okay, so stand back against your wall. Feet are 4 inches, 3-4 inches in front of the wall as your pelvic girdle goes against the wall, shoulders are against the wall, palms are open and facing forward. That rolls back the shoulders a little bit more. Skull is on the wall. So bounce a little bit, lift up the toes, put them down flatter. And here we are in standing mountain pose. A lot of people with forward head syndrome may not be able to do this right now. Do the best you can. Always do the best you can. Listen to your inner teacher. How are you today? Maybe your shoulder hurts. One shoulder, you don't work that shoulder. You always are very cautious of your own body. Do what feels good, that's going to help you, not what's going to hurt you. Okay, so here we are. I have my eyes closed, knees are soft, shoulders are back and down. I'm feeling the wall on the back of my upper arms. Fingers a little bit. Just 2 more nice breaths into the belly. And exhale. Belly. And this time blow. Okay, so wiggle a little bit. Step forward. And see if you can, how well you can replicate what you just did on the wall. So your knees are facing forward, feet are facing forward, slightly pigeon-toed, shoulders are back and down, palms are open to the front. Fingers are relaxed, wrists are relaxed. 2 breaths here. And notice if you are starting to wobble a little bit. That is very, very typical. Your brain figures out how to keep you standing up. And of course, you can always use the chair whenever you need it, have it handy. Alrighty, so open your eyes, look down first. Gentle gaze, just wiggle, wiggle, move everything a little bit. Alrighty, so we're going to start with balance, and you can have a hand just gently, the palm gently on a chair, or an index finger is even better if you feel steady. And what we're going to do is, first we're going to start to just bring the foot out and in. So you hold on if you want to. Body is straight and tall. 8 on that side. And step back if you want to, so you don't have to move to the other side, but do if you want to. I'm trying to keep my toes facing forward. Opening up the hip flexor muscles. Okay, so I think I did 8 on that side. Just wiggle a little bit. And of course, if you want to, you can use the wall anytime. So we're going to come up on the toes, back on the heels. Up on the toes. Try to keep your torso straight as you do this without bending forward. See if you can look up. Watch something. Your shoulders are relaxed. Do 8 of these. Okay. Shake out. All right. We're ready for the balance. So knees are soft, just bounce a little bit, engage the abs, everything. Try to keep straight and tall. We're going to put our weight on the inside leg. So I think that's your right leg, and lift up the outside leg. So you can lift it up this height. Make sure your standing knee, your planted knee is soft, so bounce. You're holding on, that's fine. Okay, find a place to stare at, your drishti, and when you can, let go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And put the foot down, shake out. How was that? That was my weaker leg, so I was a little wobbly. Okay, so now your left leg is planted, left knee is soft. Okay? Finding your place to stare at, lift up your foot. Of course, if you want to, you can lift it up higher. And if you can't get it up this high, put the toes down. Do what we did last week with the kickstand if you want. Toes can be down. Lift my foot up, correct my posture. And when I can, and what you can do is hover your hand over the chair or near the wall. But find a place to stare at, it really does help. Don't lock the knee, that does not help. So, when you can, let go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the foot down. Notice which leg. Maybe they were even, mine are not. That was easier for me to keep my balance. Okay? So, what we're going to do is, and I mentioned this last week, I'm going to open my door and suggest that when you go in and out of a doorway, you think about your posture. So that may give you, and maybe you do it once, maybe you forget for the rest of the week, but once is good. As you're walking through, just kind of say, oh yeah, I'm correcting my posture. But we're also going to stand here for a minute in the doorway. So we are in mountain pose. I have my hands, remember if you have shoulder issues, maybe this is not good for you, or one side is. I'm putting my hands at shoulder height. Lifting the toes, toes are forward, knees are forward. And I'm just relaxed, trying to relax my shoulders, trying to keep my ears over the shoulders, looking straight ahead, engaging the abs. So this is a great indicator of your posture right now. And breathe through the nose. So we try always to breathe through the nose. And with each exhale, see if you can relax the shoulders a bit more. Alrighty, just stand there for a minute, shake out, wiggle, wiggle. Closing the door again, so it's a little easier to see. All right, so we're going to go back to the ankle muscles and those muscles in front of the tibia. So come back to your wall. Your feet, remember, are not touching the wall because then your belly would be extended. It would not be correct posture. We're trying to keep the heels, the shoulders over the hips, hips over heels and ankles. Okay? So you can lean back. In fact, do lean back against a wall. And just feel your body. So you're back into your standing mountain pose. Fix yourself. I was a little too forward. But now we're going to put the hands, the palms against the wall. And your head is still against the wall. Your pelvic girdle is still against the wall. Move your feet forward. Knees are soft. And maybe you don't want to do this today. But I want you to watch, and of course you can do it back in the chair. So the feet are forward, and what we're going to do is keep the heels planted, as we did in the chair, and bring up the right toes 10 times. Feel what's happening with your belly. You're also doing some ab work here. I think I did 10. Come back, wiggle, wiggle a little bit before you do the other side. Holding on. And what this is doing, which I didn't really discuss yet, again, is it's making your toes able to go up and down. So if, I don't have anything to use right now, but if you can't get your toes up, you could use a cane or some kind of stick to pull up the toes if your toes can't go by yourself. And see if when you take the cane away, you might be able to hold the foot up. Okay? A lot of people, as I'm sure you know, walk flat-footed. And we might even call it shuffling. A lot of people, as they get older, start to shuffle. And that does tend to cause falls because your body goes in that direction, gravity is pulling, and the toes bump into things. So we're trying to strengthen the feet, the ankles, and the lower leg. Okay, so your hands are against the wall lightly, shoulders are back and down, feel your wing bones, and up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come back. I can really feel my ankles and my lower legs right now. Close your eyes. Just rest for a few seconds. Now we're going to take the good old John Wayne walk. So we're going heel, ball, toe, lift, heel, ball, toe, lift. So heel, ball, toe, lift, heel, ball, toe, lift, heel, ball, toe, lift, heel, ball, toe, lift. And the slower you go, the more balance it is. So we're not working on balance right now. We're just trying to get the whole foot and leg working as you are walking. And your knees and your toes are going for facing front. When you see people with the duck walk, the knees get pushed into a bad place. The hip bones, the hip flexors are not in the way that they are meant to be. They're not, and that can cause falls, and that can cause problems, knee problems, hip problems, and they might even cause a fall. So again, heel, ball, toe, heel, ball, toe. Start to move the arms. So the right arm is over the left knee, left arm is over the right knee. As you're walking, you're swiveling your hips a little bit. A lot of things to think about. And you might want to do this in front of a mirror, a full-length mirror if you have, or a window where you can see yourself and see what your feet look like. And I hope you are really thinking about the feet. We're not going to do a foot massage today, but if you remember a few weeks ago, we did a lovely foot massage, which stimulates the proprioceptors on the bottom of your feet. So as we're walking, I'm going to keep talking. I have my mat over my rug here. And as I'm walking and I'm barefoot, I can feel the difference. I can feel the texture difference. That's good. We want to have feeling in the bottom of our feet. which does change as we get older. So you might even want to bring some, just make it interesting, maybe a few rocks, a few pieces of material, cotton balls, see what you can think of just to feel how that feels on the bottom of your feet. And keep walking. And think about the John Wayne. Put a little pep in your step if you can. Walk backwards, so it's toe, ball, heel, backwards, heel, ball, toe. Really use your whole foot. And it is, I know a lot of people don't like to be barefoot. It is a good experience to every day to try to feel how you're feeling with bare feet. All righty. So I'm going to go back to the chair. I'm going to see what I missed, which I know I missed a lot of things. All right. I'm going to come back to the chair. So feel the back of the chair with your calves. So feel what you're feeling, the back of the chair. I can, because of my height and where my legs are on this chair, I can feel the back of my knees. Be aware of that. And of course your knees are soft. Put one foot, do a plie, put one foot in front, the other foot perpendicular, hold your balance pole, find your place to stare at. I can still feel the chair with my back leg. Take a breath, start to come down, use the chair, of course, if you need to, and sit. So we were trying to be very mindful of changing position from standing to sitting. All right. So we're going to do good old cross crawl. And I like to have my heels somewhat under my thighs. My arms are in goalposts. Wiggle the fingers, shake the wrists, shake your head. How's your body feeling? Just feel your body for a few seconds. Are your eyelids able to be still? How's your breathing? So we were walking a lot. That was somewhat aerobic. Your heart rate might be a little faster. We're going to do a little more aerobic work right now. So the left hand is going to tap the right thigh. So we're tapping and we're back to neutral. When we tap, we exhale, inhale back. Tap, inhale, tap, inhale, tap, inhale, tap, inhale. That was 8. Wiggle, wiggle a little bit. Arms up. Upper arms parallel to the floor if you can. Everything's relaxed. Relax your shoulders, wing bones. Elbow toward, doesn't have to touch your shin, opposite shin. We're crossing the midline. Take a breath and touch or toward, toward, toward. 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. Arms up. I'm going to now touch the shin. So, or toward the shin. So, left hand toward right shin. Take a breath and tap, 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 or toward, 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 wiggle, wiggle, rest. And now elbow toward shin. Take a breath and toward, good for the abs, toward, toward, and rest. Relax, gently have your hands on your thighs. Feel your heart rate. Molars are apart, lips are gently closed, eyes are closed. Check the eyelids, jaws. See yourself in the reflection. How is your posture right now? And we're going to do the finger folding. So fold your hands the way you typically would. You've been doing this since you're 1 or 2 years old. Okay, which thumb is on top means all the other fingers of that hand are on top. Take them away, rethread so the other thumb is on top and all the other fingers are on top. So the first time you do this, it's very awkward. It's good for your brain to change dominant hand, which would be this. This is the opposite way. It's not your dominant hand. So we're going to open and close, open, other way. So open, other thumb. Again, and again. And keep your hands in your lap, eyelids, check everything. Your non-dominant fingers are on top. Just feel how that's feeling. I'm just talking about dominant hand. Try to use your non-dominant hand and arm often. So if you're cleaning your counter and you pick it up with your right hand, if you're a righty, switch over to the left. So you really use your left hand and your left arm, left shoulder, that side. Very good for your brain. And I can't. Eating is possible for me. Writing, I cannot write with my non-dominant hand. But try to do things, toothbrushing, very hard with a non-dominant hand. Use opening a door with a key. Try it with your non-dominant hand. You might not be able to open the door because you don't have the pressure. But it's interesting to notice and try to use your non-dominant hand as much as you can. All right. So we're going to do something we haven't done for a while, which is trying to wick away the pooling under your eyes. So we're going to use the ring finger, which is your weakest finger, and we're going to start with the left, your left ring finger, and we're going to start going from the eyebrow down and over to wick away the extra liquid that might be under your eyes. So we're just going down the nose and away, very, very lightly. Do it 8 times. and take your hand away, I can feel a little bit of tingling. Feels very nice. Okay, same hand, same eye. Start at the eyebrow, go down the eyebrow, and very lightly up the nose toward the eyebrow. So you're going around. Go quickly, do about 10 of those circles, very, very light. And relax. And feel what you're feeling. It's a nice little tingle for me. Okay, we're going to go to the other side, so the other ring finger, and we're going to start with the eyebrow and go around first. So go down the eyebrow lightly, so lightly under the eye. And look wherever you're looking. Close your eyes if you like. 10 of those. And rest for a few seconds, and we'll do the wicking. So at the inside part of your eyebrow, we're going to go down lightly and wick. And down and wick. 3, 4. Try to keep your face as relaxed as it can be. 10 of those. And relax. And we're going to take the index fingers to the inside, the bushiest part of your eyebrows, right at the inside, and put a little pressure there. That's a pressure point. Kind of massage a little tiny bit. Inhale and exhale. Put some pressure. Inhale one more time. And exhale. And let your hands go to your quads. Feel your face. You should feel very nice, gentle massaging of your face. And possibly your sinuses opened up when you were pushing on the pressure points. Relax. And scan your body. Start with the toes. Go up the legs. Go around your hips. Up your torso. Down the right arm to the elbow, to the wrist, to each finger. And back up the arm on the outside, across the back, maybe across the trapezius muscles, down the left arm, around the elbow, down forearm, around the wrists, thumb, pointer, third finger, ring finger, pinky, up the outside of the arm, and around your neck, around your skull. And how's your breathing now? Jaws are relaxed, eyelids are not fluttering if you can get them to stop. We'll have 1 minute with my egg timer. 1 minute in this nice relaxation pose. Enjoy. And let's rub the hands together. Get some warmth in there. Cup the hands over the eyes if your eyes were closed, or close them now. Breathe. Gently open the eyelids as lightly, as slowly as you can. See daylight through the arm and fingers. Let the fingertips gently go down your eyelids, cheekbones, cheeks, chin. Come back into your lap. Bring the hands together, but then bring them up. Follow with the eyes, with the fingertips. You're in prayer pose. Thumbs come to heart center. Feel the beating of your heart. We will say namaste to our yoga Zoom community. Look down at your hands, down at your heart. Say thank you to yourself for taking the time to focus on yourself. You'll say namaste. And as I say, I hope you're feeling better when you leave than when you came. Namaste.